Shalom, shalom, Israel. We're gonna get started in a few minutes, family. We're gonna get started in a few minutes. So we're just gonna get into this video. First and foremost, I'm gonna give all honor and all praise to the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. I want to definitely give double honors for the elders that have been paving the way. Ooh, that been teaching. Salaki, I've been teaching the sense of milk, the parables, the dark sayings, and the prophecies, bringing forth 100% of the Lord's doctrine to the best of their ability. And of course, we stand with Elder Tahar on down, from the soldiers, the captains, the bishops, the deacons, the elders, the apostles, who ruling well through the Spirit, and for the other hopeful elect that spread at four corners of America and outside that's teaching the word diligently, right? Through the Spirit, trying to bid people to the marriage, let alone the wives, the single sisters that's trying to play their part in this ministry as a woman or as a wife, right? And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in this truth, right? So this, Lord willing, this live is quick, but it's edifying. I know a lot of us want to be rich. Shoot, I want to be rich too, but we have to understand our enemy's agenda, let alone money, gold, silver, the things that we use in our day-to-day life. We have to understand who's in control. So I'm gonna show a video of a rich banker, and he's basically going to spill some tea. And then I'm going to show homeless people speaking. And it goes into a lot of conspiracy we always have about the Illuminati or bankers or the elite. This shit is real. It's real, right? So let's just go to this video. I'm gonna share my screen. Bear with me. Like I said, Lord willing, this is edifying, man.
It's not you. It's your shirt. He's wearing a true classic tee. It fits him tight in all the right places, but leaves the perfect amount of room.
You got to pay attention to everything he's saying. I'm gonna try to get subtitles on.
My name is Montague William III, and what I will tell you may well sound absurd, but the less who believe it, the better for me. For you see, I'm in banking and big industry. For many a year we have controlled your lives, while you all just struggle and suffer in strife. We created the things that you don't really need, your sports cars and fashions, plasma TVs. I remember it clearly how all this began. Family secrets from father to son, inherited knowledge that gives me the edge, while you peasant people lie sleeping at night in your beds. We control the money that controls your lives, whilst you worship false idols and wouldn't think twice about selling your souls for a place in the sun. These things that won't matter when your time is done. But as long as they're there to control the masses, I just sit back and consider my assets, safe in the knowledge that I have it all, while you common people are losing your jobs. You see, I just hold you in utter contempt. But the smile on my face, well, it makes me exempt. For I have the weapon of global TV, which gives us connection and invites empathy. You would really believe that we look out for you, while we bankers and brokers are only a few. But if you saw that, you'd take back the power. Hence, daily terrors to make you all cower. The panics, the crashes, the wars, and the illness that keep you from finding your spiritual wholeness. We rig the game, and we buy out both sides to keep you enslaved in your pitiful lives.
So now you know that both sides, especially when we're voting, they have their hands in the pot, right? I'm just dropping some scriptures in the chat, you know. I'll just do it manually on my own, right? It's a verse I want to go to real quick, and then we'll go right back to the video. Let alone, this is another reason why we shouldn't be voting. We shouldn't be having the thought on our mind to have have another nation as a king over us. Let me just make sure this is the right verse, right chapter. No, it's not. Right. 17. See? That physical Bible be having you can remember it. When I touch that physical Bible, I know. You know what I'm saying? But Deuteronomy 17th chapter, verse 15, and it reads, and thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom Yahweh thy God has chosen. One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king over thee. Thou mightest not set a stranger over thee, which is not thy brother. So, especially when we're voting and we're cleaving to this damn world, right? We shouldn't be voting, trying to add our points to let a stranger rule over us. But yes, this is our captivity. It's going to happen. But this is a prime example to show you why we should not let somebody that is not in our nation be a king over us. Off of the shit this fairy Harry Potter just said.
The daily terrors to make you all cower. The panics, the crashes, the wars, and the illness that keep you from finding your spiritual wholeness. We rig the game, and we buy out both sides to keep you enslaved in your pitiful lives. So, go out and work as your body clock fades. And when it's all over, a few years from the grave, you'll look back on all this, and just then you'll see that your life was nothing a mere fantasy. There are very few things that we don't now control. To have lawyers and police force was always a goal, doing our bidding while you march on the street. But they never realize that they're only just sheep. For real power resides in the hands of a few. You voted for parties. What more could you do? But what you don't know is they're one and the same. Old Gordon has passed good old David the reins, and you'll follow the leader who was put there by you. But your blood, it runs red, while our blood runs blue. But you simply don't see it's all part of the game. Another distraction, like money and fame. Get ready for wars in the name of the free, vaccinations for illness that will never be, the assault on your children's impressionable minds, and a microchipped world. You'll put up no fight. Information suppression will keep you in tone.
Hold on.
But
Did you
it'll
hear what
direct
he
the
just
game.
said?
Our blood runs blue. You simply don't see it's all part of the game. Another distraction, like money and fame.
First, we're going to deal with that part. Money is a distraction. Go to Matthew, the 22nd chapter, verse 20 to 22. It says, and he said unto them, well, I'll read verse 18. But Yahushua perceived their wickedness and said, why tempt ye me, ye hypocrites? Show me the tribute money. And they brought unto him a penny. And he says unto them, who is this image in superscription? And they say unto him, Caesar's. Then saith he unto them, render therefore unto Caesar the things which are Caesar's, and unto God the things that are God's. Right? And when they heard these words, they marveled, basically amazed, and left him and went their way. So we got to reward Caesar's what is Caesar's, and it's his money. That's why we can't. This is how you know they're playing with you, man. The money that they're giving you is just to have your mind thinking of monopoly. This is just monopoly, man. The enemies don't care a damn thing about you. Let alone the man said, let's see the other thing that he said.
Fame. Get ready for wars in the name of the free.
So you're gonna hear rumors of war. We're gonna actually hear wars, right? When you go to chapter 24 in Matthew, verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war, and see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? And then even Joel, the third chapter, you go to verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my hand, right? And they have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink, right? And we could keep on going. This goes into the war, let alone is a verse in Isaiah. You got some in Second Ezra. You got some in Wisdom of Solomon. You got some in Revelations. Like he's actually right, man. It's gonna be war. When Yahushua come, he's gonna come with fire. Right? He's so right. This is how you like if they know what the hell is going on, why we don't want to get ready. Right? But this is Yahushua speaking. Let's put him in red letters. Make God true and every man a liar. It says, I am come to send fire on the earth. And what will I if it be already kindled? That's Luke the 12th chapter, verse 49. Yahushua is gonna come with fire if the earth is not set, not already on fire. Because it's gonna be in the midst of war.
Vaccinations for illness that will never be, the assault on
vaccination, right? He said vaccinations, right? It's a video I just did on my YouTube. Right? He said vaccinations. That a vaccination goes into that utopia.
Is getting your booster. Getting boosted is one really huge way to support our communities.
You see this?
You definitely do not want to
You see that?
listen to.
They got Mrs. Twinkleberry in here.
Conservative watchdog group Project Veritas. So you already know there is a lot of controversy and opinion surrounding it. It's an undercover video. A man introduced as a top Pfizer executive says there.
It says,
hold on, I'm about to
video claims.
I'm gonna get the actual video of it because I didn't put my screen sideways, so I'll just get the video, see if I can find it. Where is it at? Advisor. Where is it at? Is this it? Oh no, it's right here. Shalom. It's okay. It's okay. Lord willing, next time. Right?
Cover video. A man introduced as
you see it, the video say video claims COVID vaccine side effects on women. They're trying to attack a woman's menstrual cycle.
Top Pfizer executive says there were concerns raised regarding the COVID-19 vaccine and its effects.
And this video goes on that somebody was recording the director of Pfizer, and Pfizer promotes. They promoted the Grammys. They promote freaking some of these social medias. Pfizer is a Jewish ran company.
On women's reproductive health, our Kelly Beeson has the story.
Irregular about their menstrual cycles? That is alleged Pfizer executive Jordan Tristan Walker, apparently socializing and getting candid about the company's COVID vaccine.
And I'm just saying, through the spirit, I could be a Jake. You can see him right here. Through the spirit, I could be a Jake. This is the Lord allowing this to be revealed, man.
Seemingly unaware he's being recorded, he says Pfizer's monitoring the long-term effects of the vaccine.
So there hasn't been any problems so far. But we'll see. In the next several years, if anything goes up, I'm hoping it won't. Obviously,
we hope nobody's growing 3 legs or something like that, right?
Yeah, or like the entire next generation is super. Could you imagine the stand-up? Oh my God! I mean, I take Pfizer off my resume.
The video is heavily edited. News Nation hasn't viewed the raw tape, nor have we independently confirmed he's a Pfizer executive, though Pfizer has not denied his position with the company or his credentials. The most concerning clip comes next, as he discusses the vaccine's potential impact on women's menstrual cycles.
They're coming irregular about their menstrual cycles, so we will have to investigate that down the line.
Yeah.
Because that is a little concerning. Because, if you think about the science, it shouldn't be interacting with, it's called, the hypothalamus, anterespiratory gonadal-axis.
Right.
The hormones are their menstrual cycles and things like that. And it actually shouldn't be interfering with that, so we don't really expect.
It shouldn't?
It shouldn't be. No.
But is it?
There's something happening, but we don't know what's for real.
In a study published last year, a NIH-funded study found a link between the COVID vaccination and longer menstrual cycles, an average increase of less than 1 day. And for most study participants, the increase resolved itself following completion of the vaccination. News Nation spoke with gynecologist Dr. Danielle Jones about the study's findings.
And it's likely that this is related to the boosting of the immune system or the activation of the immune system more so than it is the actual vaccine or ingredients itself. And if we had information that this was harmful to people who have periods, I would be on the front line saying, stop doing this.
This most recent video drop coming only days after the release of another clip where Walker refers to Pfizer's research as directed evolution, calling COVID vaccines a cash cow. Pfizer responding on its website, vehemently denying those claims, but acknowledged that in a limited number of cases, its scientists altered the virus in order to test new mutations against its antiviral drug, Paxlovid.
Thank you for watching. Go to
Some damn demons, but that just shows you what this banker just said was true.
On your children's impressionable minds and a microchipped world.
So he said a microchip world, right? It's another video out, let alone I'm gonna go to Revelations 2, but it's another video that I've been trying to get people to watch, but I highly doubt my brothers and sisters, the whole community probably didn't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably did. You know, it's something dealing with news, man. You know? In this video right here, it talks about how America and China is going to war over microchips. Over microchips, let alone when you look at promoting RFD chip.
Made vital software that
I'll show you.
the government is jumping back into the chip game to sort this out.
Fundamental change is taking place today, politically, economically, and technologically.
All right, Joe Biden's like rolling up his sleeves. He's like, what do we do here? Step one, cut them off. No more chips for China.
The Biden administration published a large set of export controls on Friday in order to slow Beijing's technological and military advances.
The restrictions will limit Chinese companies' access to...
America was basically trading chips to China. U.S. hit China with export controls on chips. China was taking chips because Taiwan. China was really trying to bomb Taiwan because Taiwan was the middleman between America, because Taiwan was fully making the chips. America was distributing like the equipment, but Taiwan, it had other equipments that the chip needed, and they were doing what they had to do, you know, and China wanted to get into the business, right? So then they had to go through Ukraine, but it was really going through America, right? America didn't know, so they just kept, making trades with these chips, right? But then China was using these chips to make bombs, right? Korea was promoting I think it is Korea. He just had like a little festival concert the other day. I forgot where, but I'm gonna find that video on the side. But Korea just celebrated that they just created a new ballistic missiles, and most of these chips is in these.
Made vital.
Now I ain't gonna say most of them. All missiles have chips in them, let alone other devices. So America was distributing chips to them, and China was, doing what they was doing, and they were making chips for their actual freaking nukes, their ballistic bomb that can't be detected. They were putting the same chips that they were using, the materials from America that America was providing, and China was. And the dude said in the video, they basically what is it called? They basically sponsor war.
Software that Chinese companies need to design their own chips. Block, block, block.
We will bring these jobs back to our shores and end our dependence on foreign chips.
That's how you know the Lord is allowing them to make these bombs. The America is providing China to make a bomb that's going to kill them later on. The Lord is doing that. And now America's going to say, oh, we're going to stop this. And they're stopping it now. They just did it. Joe Lyon is the president of America right now.
Back to our shores.
This happened 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. And we chilling, smoking a blunt, getting fired, half naked women. Oh, that's my bitch, OnlyFans. And Joe Biden just broke the trade with China from making chips because they just found out China just came up with a freaking ballistic missile that's undetected. Right? Let me see if we can find it. If I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Salaki, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can find it. Come on, let me see. Where is that? Where is that? Dang. I can't find it. Can't see it. It's supposed to be in this video. The man used he tried to show you that China just came up with a missile and it can be undetected. I don't know where that part is at.
And end our dependence on foreign chips.
In fact, the Biden administration went super far to say that any company globally that uses U.S. tech to produce chips is now blocked from doing business with Chinese firms. To cut China off from certain semiconductors.
Let alone, it's another chip, right? Because that's a chip that goes in a bomb. But we use chips in our cell phone, my computer, your TV, your refrigerator, your stove, your kids' little toys, right? Like the implant in the hand that they're talking about, right? I'm trying to get a good quick video that go like straight into it.
Dinner. It's
Because the rich dude said, man, they move off of chips. They move off of chips, right? It's about to be like the Jetsons. This is the new future. This is the new trend. This is the new wave.
I'll make a fist and squeeze the tag to the top of my
Shit
skin.
right there.
And when I approach the device,
And that's why I'm showing this. This is not the only chip. They use chips in toys. They use chips in phones. The chip that's in your phone, like the equipment that they use, that shit costs a lot of money just to make a cell phone. And they charging people 400, 500. I mean, I would too, but the wiring and the chips that they make, that shit costs bread just to even build this phone. And it's chips in here too. It's chips in your credit card. It's chips in my earphones. You can break this down. It's chips in this to make it function. It's chips in this to make this function. This is a hotspot, right? It's other electronics, but it's chips everywhere. Let alone they're going to try to make a physical chip, just like what you just seen with him. And when you go to Revelations 13th chapter, right? You got to sometimes pay attention to what these rich is saying because they'll slip out some real truth. Come on, none of it he said in the beginning, half the stuff he's saying, you're not going to believe it. I'm going to probably play it from the beginning again too, just so you can hear this man say, you might not even believe what I'm saying, right? Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 16, 17. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, in other translations, it might say on the right hand or on the forehead. It's still going to be inserted. It's still going to be stamped. It's still going to be an imprint, and that no man might buy and sell. So you have to have the mark to buy and sell. If you don't, you will not be able to buy and sell, save that he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. What could be stigma, right? That will even go into to be inserted, right? But we have to know that the mark itself is charagma. right?
Strong's G 5480.
Charagma, right? And most people is a good handful that probably got a inserted mark in them. Like we just see this dude, right? This might not be the end all be all what he got. He can open up his phone, but that man got a mark. You can see the mark. That nigga got a mark. In order for that to go in, he had to get a mark, an incision, right? It's not mandatory, right? Charagma is a stamp and an imprinted mark of the mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand as the badge of the following of the Antichrist. So if you having this mark is going to show a badge of you following the Antichrist. Me and you have to show something physically, right? Because if you have a mark in you, it's physically going to be shown that you're following the Antichrist. Spiritually or sin, how can they know that I'm following the Antichrist? The mark branded upon horses, things carved, sculpture, right? Graven work, idolatrous images, right? It's a movie called New World Order, right? It's a lot of people. Yes, Christians have the whole doctrine all messed up, but the Lord allowed them to know. Okay, they talk about the rapture. Yeah, they getting that wrong. Yes, they might talk about Armageddon. They might not know all the precepts for it. Armageddon. So of course they know that Armageddon is real, right? Let alone, yes, church talk about the mark of the beast. Yes, you got the movie Left Behind. Yes, this movie I'm about to show right now, it shows it too. Why would Crip? But at the end of the day, it's other things that a lot of us are applying to scriptures. Right here, go right here.
Hi. I am the head of this facility. Congratulations on your new citizenship.
When you take that charagma, it's your new citizenship, right? That's for you to buy and sell.
Is everything all right? I mean, is there anything I can do for you?
No. I guess I'll let you be on your merry way. Oh, but there is one thing. Where's your daughter?
See, he know where he was asking about his daughter because all your information. I don't care if you out in this truth and you teaching on Clubhouse only or Facebook, MySpace, anything that's ran by these damn elites or in this world, they're gonna know who you are. We don't look. These is regular pedestrians, and they're taking the mark. And of course, they knew about their daughter. So it's gonna be revealed. These elite is gonna know who the servants of the Lord. Just even back then, they didn't have to really know fire because the people that was really speaking of the Lord was out in the street. They were professing the name of the Lord. They were doing the custom, so it was easy to see it. So now we're in this society. If you get on social media, you are seen. I'm on this computer. It's videos on the computers with cameras. They can see. They can hack your camera and see you, and you just don't know. So there's no way that me and you can hide from the powers that Esau has if he want to come get you, especially if you serving the Lord, right? I'm gonna show another part.
All right, I'll be right back.
Show the mark on the right hand.
Thank you. Hey, did you hear about that 9-year-old boy who killed his mom and dad yesterday?
Didn't. What happened to him? Did he get arrested?
No.
It's a child. You see the little child over here? Got the mark right on the forehead. Look, poor, young, old, it don't matter. Everybody's recommended to take
I
it.
guess his parents were under
They're just right here at where they eating at. These are the only two that didn't take the mark.
investigation because his dad mentioned Christ to somebody at work. Yep. Thank you. You're welcome. What's troubling you? Esther, are you serious? I'm the only two people here that don't have the mark.
You hear that?
I keep looking over my shoulder like someone's gonna attack me. Like I'm gonna die or something bad is gonna happen. I don't feel safe here anymore, okay?
Look at that sister. She had the mark on her forehead.
I'm sorry. No, it's okay. All right. You guys ready? Yeah? Yeah, I'm gonna do the McCoy's barbecue burger, but can I just get chips, please? I'll do the same. Let me take these out of your way, and
See?
I will be right back with you.
That's when you look at the camera. If she's facing the camera, that mark is on her right hand.
Thank you.
Right? So now I'm about to show a faith booster, and then I'm gonna go to the next video. Both of them said they're not gonna take the mark. The one with the brown hair, she says she ain't gonna take the mark. And this is what happened, right?
No, don't leave me. Debbie, please, don't leave me. No. I will see you.
She said, "I will see you in." She said, "I'm gonna see you in glory." That sound like, you know what? I'm not about to take the mark. I'm about to say no and be done away with my life, right? See, this is an Edomite. She praying, right? The dude on the left hand side. I'm gonna fast forward because this is an Edomite praying, right? This dude right here, through the spirit, he's an angel, right? And that's a symbolic. The Lord is going to protect us. That's why I can't really go to it because the blue letter don't got it in my internet acting funny. So when you go to Sirach, the 4th chapter, verse 28, strive for the truth until death. That mean in faith. That mean in the time of trouble, right? She's doing what Proverbs 3 and 6 say, acknowledge me in all thy ways, right? So even in a good moment, you're going to acknowledge the Lord. In bad moments, you're going to acknowledge the Lord. When times of trouble come, she's calling on the Lord. So if this was a Jake, this is what the Spirit will want you to do. This is what the Spirit of Israel, if you really cleave to the Lord, you would be praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right?
Forgive my sins. Oh God. Stand with me.
And then watch. She felt somebody touch her. Nobody ain't saying that. That was through the Spirit, that was an angel, right? So now they call her name. Now she's walking, boom, 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 boom. That's like the FEMA camp. It's kind of being like the FEMA camp. Look, there go her friend. She was saying, no, we ain't taking the chip. She said, I'm going to see you in my glory. Basically saying when she go to heaven, if she go there. But this little test tube monkey came out with the mark on her right hand. So me and you, a faith booster. Peter said, I'm not going to deny you, Yahweh Shema Shai. And look what he did. He denied him 3 times. We have to be humbled and know, I'm not going to take that mark. But you have to believe. You got to say, Lord willing. You have to apply yourself. You have to build up your faith. I'm just saying me. I'm not about to walk around and say the mark is spiritual. I'm not about to walk around and say it's sin. I'm going to put in my mind that it's physical because I want to be prepared for it. I don't want to give it an alleyway that it could be some of the spirit, right? Because when I'm thinking of being in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, the left-hand side is not over the right-hand side. The left-hand side is always here to test you. But the Lord is going to always help you find a way out of that temptation. This is supposed to be a prophecy that's going to come to play where all rich and poor are going to be mandated to get this mark. And I wouldn't bullet. It sounds too from it. I can't really just take that Esau's gonna know if I got the spirit of the mark or sin of the mark, right? To each his own, right? But what is true is gonna be a mark. Look, she looked at her.
Oh God. Are you done?
Look, and we gonna be looking at some of our brothers and sisters like, come on, man, you really took it. So I'm gonna just pass that because you seen she couldn't endure. Being in his truth is enduring, right? So let's see what Heather do. I don't want to show the whole video because copyrights, right? So this is the version of their guillotine. And here it's funny that they're showing a guillotine. It's not that's not the guillotine that drop on your head. This guillotine is just gonna close on your neck and cut it right off.
It's noble. We've all made our sacrifices. This is your final chance. Take the mark.
Let's say a wretch like me, I was lost, but now
Head cut right off. She through the spirit she endured. If I had Wisdom of Solomon, yeah, see, look, Joe Davis, he put it on the screen. Right. If I was able to put the Apocrypha on the screen, you would see that in the Maccabees, I believe second Maccabees, second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, the Antioch, he had a lady and 7 of her sons, and he tortured 7 of his sons, and he was telling them to eat unclean animals, right? And they saying no. You know what? I'm gonna try to bring that out, and it just shows that that's what what's his name tried to do in that. Sorry, my dang signal be moving a little goofy, right? So second Maccabees, the 7th chapter, right? And I think we could really start at like verse 30 because the whole chapter is amazing, right? But we could start at verse 20. I start at 26. It says, and when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son, because the king was basically trying to say, man, convince your son just to do this because I don't really want to kill him. So she said, so it says, but she bound herself toward him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, speak in her country language on this manner. Oh, my son, have pity upon me, that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and give thee such 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endure the troubles of education. I beseech thee, my son, look upon the heaven and the earth, and all Salakia, and all yeah. So look upon the heavens and the earth and all that is therein, and consider that Yahweh made them of things that were not, and so was mankind made likewise. Fear not this tormentor. So she's telling him, don't fear, this king, right? The one that's tormenting you, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. While she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom will ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto the father of Moses, right? Because when we was to go and understand this mark, whoever takes this mark, you're going to die. You're not making it. You're not making a cut. So for us living in this life, we're trying to follow the Lord to the best of our ability, to the best of our ability. It says, and thou that has been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews, right, shall not escape the hands of Yahweh. So all the mischief that our enemies have done to us, they're not going to escape. Even if they try to hide in space, which is videos on them trying to make something in space, it's videos on them trying to make bunkers to hide from the upcoming war. It says, for we suffer because of our sins. And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. But thou, O godless man, and of all other wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hope. Lifted up thy hand against the servants of Yahweh. For thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty, who seeth all things. For our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under God's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of God, shalt receive just punishment for thy pride. So, if you dying for Yahweh Shema Shai, that's going to just be a short pain. But the other nations, guess what? You're about to receive a punishment for your pride. You're going to feel everything. Right? It says, but I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers. Right? You have to lay yourself down for Yahweh Shema Shai. And that comes for the mark of the beast. That comes for not being conformed to this world. That comes to not folding to other doctrine or man's tradition. Right? Beseeching Yahweh that he would speedily be merciful unto our nation, and that thou by torments and plagues may confess that he alone is Yahweh. He alone is power. And that in me and my brethren, the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease. So the wrath and the 2/3 being killed, after all of this, all of that wrath and judgment is going to cease. Soon as we change into a twinkling of an eye, well, the Lord is dealing with us in the wilderness. Our kingdom is getting built up. All of that is going to cease. We're going to stop. He's going to catch every tear, right? It says, then the king, being enraged, handed him worse than all the rest, and took it grievously that he was mocked. So when he got angry that this man was so dedicated to Yahweh Shema Shai, he raged and he handled the younger son, the last one, worse than all the other 6 sons. So it's the same as you seen how this man got angry at this girl. You seen this man's face. Look at his face. He got angry. Told that big fat slot man, turn the damn thing. She started singing and he turned it. Got his neck slit. That's what they're going to be doing, man. They're going to try to bribe you, seeing if you're going to fold or waver. I said weaver. Right? So let's finish this, go to that, and then we'll end this, man. I ain't going to hold y'all up too long, right?
realize that they're only just sheep. What more can you do? What you don't know is they're one and the same. Old Gordon has passed good old David the reins, and you'll follow the leader who was put there by you. But your blood, it runs red, while our blood runs blue. But you simply don't see it's all part of the game. Another distraction, like money and fame. Get ready for wars in the name of the free, vaccinations for illness that will never be, the assault on your children's impressionable minds, and a microchipped world. You'll put up no fight. Information suppression will keep you in tone. Depopulation of peasants was always our goal. But eugenics was not what we hoped it would be. Oh yes, it was us that funded Nazis. But as long as we own all the media too, what's really happening does not concern you. So just go on watching your plasma TV, and the world will be run by the ones you can't see.
So let me go to the beginning part.
Hello.
So you can hear what he said in the beginning.
My name is Montague William III. And what I will tell you may well sound absurd.
So you see that? After I played this whole clip, you go back to the beginning. He said, what he's going to say is going to be absurd. I'm going to end this live, and I'm telling you, this whole live is going to be absurd to you because a lot of us will see it and not care. This is a problem. A problem. All we have to do is yield ourselves from worldly things, right? You could take a day, take a week away from things that you want to do in the world and build yourself up spiritually in the ministry of the Lord. And then watch. Eventually, you're going to stop wanting to eat pork, lobster, crab, and shrimp. You're going to stop wanting to constantly keep buying from Gucci and Louis Vuitton. At the end of the day, we're going to always have to go to them for hunger, thirst, and nakedness. But you're going to you're not going to drown yourself to be sunk in a sunken place. The more money you get, the more stuck away from the Lord you get, right? The more naked you get, the more you take away from being happy with yourself. The more naked you show, it shows that you're insecure, right? The more we get close to the Lord, we're not going to sell drugs. Brothers is going to actually have to experience, and they're going to have to experience endurance, right? And a lot of us don't have that experience of endurance. We got it the easy and fast way, right? You have to know that this whole video might be absurd to you. And if it is, it's because you don't give a damn about truth. You rather live in a damn lie, right?
But the less who believe it, the better for me.
See, the less you believe it, the better for him, right? Let me go to this verse real quick, man. And I'm going to put the verse on the screen, right? I'm going to actually look at y'all in y'all eyes. Let me look at y'all in your eyes, man. Right? Let's bring out the first one. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means. And I'm trying to, not me, but Yahweh, he speak through his prophets. So through the video, Lord willing, you were able to see this and hear what this is a billionaire. This is a banker. Right? This is only one. He says, only the few. What did the Lord say? He created many and only a few shall be saved. The elites is only a few that's controlling the world. For real, for real. But they got puppets underneath them. It is what it is. But the real rulers is behind the scenes. So don't let not a man be deceived any means. For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that men of sin be revealed. Right now, we're revealing the men of sin, and that's the nation of Idumea, the wickedest nation out of all nations. Let alone Israel, you are a nation that is filled with sin, idolatry, adultery, a whole bunch of bullshit, right? But it says the son of perdition, right? And we already know the son of perdition is the test tube monkey of Idumea, right? When you go to verse 4, it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, right? Or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. Let alone, we was just reading the Maccabees. The Maccabees, the Feast of Dedication, is really about the rededication of the temple, the rebending of the temple, and the recleansing of the temple. They went in the temple and sacrificed unclean animals on our altar, right? Let alone they were trying to be like God. They create new gods every day. The Pope, he has fish god. You got them believing in Zeus, right? They freaking made Caesar Borgia and call him a freaking god. You go to Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, right? It's so many records of showing you that they imitate themselves like God, right? But they're not, right? I'm gonna go to another verse, right? Let's go to another verse. Let's go back. Let me see. Let me make sure. I think it's first. No, yeah, it is. It's second, but first, right? Just Second Thessalonians. Second Thessalonians, the first chapter, verse 6. It says, "Seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you." Recompense mean repay. So the Lord is going to repay tribulation to them that trouble you. That's why Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 10, right? We're going to go back to that. Like I said, I'm going to show another video and then we're going to end this, right? Revelation's the 13th chapter, right? And a lot of people that probably is really reading the Bible is going to know these scriptures, right? Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 9 and 10. If any man have an ear, let him hear. So this whole thing that we were just going through, if you have an ear, you should be listening. And he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, right? So whoever led Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, into captivity, I don't care how many times, I don't care when, you're going to go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Whoever killed us with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience in the faith of the saints. Let alone is it go hand in hand because it's Israel that killed with the sword too. But this is going towards the nations, right? The nations, right? So verse 7, it says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels, because that's when the coming of Yahushai, when he cracked that sky, right? Because all eyes is going to be able to see him. In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them, which we seen in Luke, the 12th chapter, verse 49. He's going to come with fire if the earth is not already kindled, right? In flaming fire, which we read in, I believe, in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter, verse 10, is going to be a fervent heat. Flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not Yahweh and that obey not the gospel of our Lord, Hamashiach Yahushai, Yahushai Hamashiach, right? So we have to understand this, man, right? Yahweh Shai is about to come back on vengeance on these test tube monkeys. So it's not, you should never take something too lightly, especially when you know when there's people really running this world, running especially America. You should be wanting to hear the wickedness that come out their mouth.
You see, I'm in banking and a big industry.
So he in bacon. Let's see what this homeless brother got to say. And we'll close it after this.
You think you understand political party? You're all full of crap. You don't know what the Illuminati is. Is you Republican or you're Democrat? You're wrong. Why? It's this easy. It's called divide and conquer. That's why there's two parties and only two. And they're controlled by the same people at the very top who belong to the Council on Foreign Relations, the Bilderberger Group, they also belong to the Trilateral Commission, and you people don't even know what the hell that is. But if you did know, you would know that these are the people that control your world by making global policies that you never vote on, and by making parties both serve and belong to these organizations and control your world. Now, here's how it works. Really easy. Divide and conquer can only work if the people that are divided are not aware of the falsely created division. If you're not aware of it, then it works. If you know about it, then it don't work no more. If you have socialism without capitalism, it becomes communism.
So that shows you plain and simple. And this is just straight facts. Even a magician, he'll if the trick does not make a delusion, and say if you get the trick, that wasn't a magic trick. The whole point is so that you don't get it. It's supposed to be the delusion. And it's the same with these rich elites, right? They're doing a little spells and a little voodoo bullshit that they doing. And if we notice it, that mean what they doing ain't working. That's why they're gonna come up with another scheme. But niggas is sleep. You're not gonna know. Oh man, I said that was my last verse. I can't do it. I can't do it. Romans the 13th chapter, right? Verse 11. Verse 11, what does it say? It says, in that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Niggas, get off that damn couch. Sister, stop watching baddies so much. You watch whatever the hell you want. But if you're not applying yourself for those times, it's gonna be a lot of widows in that time. It's gonna be a lot of women that's gonna be losing hair. You're gonna be stanky panky. You're not gonna be able to to fix yourself, right? So we have to prepare for something that you never seen a Jacob Trouble. Half of y'all, a lot of y'all never been pilgrims, right? You got to understand shit is about to rearrange, especially if we get hit with an EMP. It's over. No electronics. Like a lot of us is not taking what the Lord put in front of us serious. And of course, you're living a life. You can go buy this, you can go get money. But that money has your oppressors on it, man. You telling me your oppressors can't control this dollar and say, you know what? I'm tired of a dollar bill. How about we go digital? They freaking made this, man. And you telling me they can't just say, hey, let's stop making these dollars. You know what? You telling me Esau can't say, you know what? I made these credit cards. Let's stop making these credit cards. And they put chips in it. Before, credit cards had no chip in it. No chip in it. Even though that's a H&R joint, right? Let me see this card. This is my gold joint, my gold card, right? You got this card, right? That definitely got a chip on it. You got this card, it don't got a chip in it. So it's like you got to know technology is going to always upgrade. It's just like your cell phone. Your cell phone always upgrade. This captivity is going to upgrade on the coming of Hamashiach Yahushai. And majority of their upgrade is not for the better of us. It's for the better of this damn bullshit ass place for the elite. This is monopoly, man. We're their entertainment. When we're scattering like rats and roaches and we don't know what to do and we need them, guess what? They're amused by that. Right? So you have to know that right now is the best time to wake up out of sleep. Because I can go to another video on this. I can go to another video somewhere in here and show you, yo, this is not our freaking rest, man. This is not the time to be slacking. Let's see what my twin said. She said they're not taking it serious at all. Of course they're not taking it serious, right? Because a lot of our people is drunk. They're drunk off of what this world is providing, but you're not looking in between the lines because especially if you have children. See, I said that was my last one. Deuteronomy, the 6th chapter, right? This is the reason why, especially if you're a grown up and you have children, You would be totally going off if you're not doing the scripture. It says, "And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up." Before you teach your kid 2 plus 2, 3 plus 3 plus 3, you should be teaching your kid where they come from, who they were. This is modern time. This book right here, Babylon and Timbuktu, it tells you before you came to America, they didn't go by color. So what was you before you came here? It says, in the ancient people did not classify races according to color, like the modern nations of Europe and America. So before America, what was you called? So it's about teaching your kids who they are and what's their purpose in serving the Lord. It's not to be shabba dabba doo doo. Half of us is smoking a blunt in front of our child. You're teaching your kids to smoke a blunt without even speaking and talking to them. But the Lord told you should be teaching your kids diligently daily. That's why Proverbs say, train up a child in a way that they should go and they won't depart. You niggas is not teaching them what the Lord wants them to do. You want to teach them what you want to do. Guess what? That's the tradition of men when you want to teach what you want them to do. The Lord want a man to move the way a man's supposed to. The Lord want a woman to move the way they supposed to. Let alone a man and a woman supposed to leave their father and mother and to come together. They're supposed to be one flesh, and the man is supposed to be the head of that foundation. But you got, I heard a girl just right before I got on this live. A husband. He said he's in polygyny, right? But his girl has a girlfriend. That is not polygyny. That's polygamy, right? And he says my girl is not a lesbian. She's bisexual. So bisexual is different. No, if you want to rub Carucci's like Edward Scissorhands, you are a sweet tooth bandit. You are gay. You have to accept that. But at the end of the day, the Lord do not condone those things. And this is the reason why, because the world promotes that. Guess what? I can't get love from a man. I'm going to find it in a woman. That's what the lady said. She couldn't find it in a man. Yes, she has her husband, but she couldn't find that filter from a man. So she went to a woman. So now she grew up just liking women. So when she get a relationship, she want a man and a woman because a woman helped her understand. It don't work that way. It's about what the Lord said. And if people say we're whitewashed, that is a fact. But how can you get unwhitewashed? The truth shall set you free. She said again, yeah, they are consuming this life they made for us. That's why everyone is distracted from what's being exposed to us. People want to refer to the Bible, but not looking at how life is playing out exactly the way it says. Because the Bible is something that is being played out. It's playing out. It's a movie, and we're all the actors. So when you look at Revelations, the mark of the beast is being played right in front of us. Red eye towards our brother, niggas is getting killed, right? Niggas is getting killed. Yo, somebody in another city, excuse me, I don't know their name. A brother got killed for dealing with another man, dealing with a man's ex. He let her go. He wasn't talking to her for like 4 months. And the man, a new dude, started talking to her. Bing, 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 bing. And I guess the dude that, he was stalking, overwatching her, and he killed that man because he was talking to his ex-girlfriend. Let you know, brothers have a red eye towards their brother. Women have a red eye towards their sister, right? She said, let's see what else she said. She said, big stage, we're the actors, right? That's a fact. And the major actors, the best actors is the hopeful elect, whoever you may be. The hopeful elect is going to be abiding their self in the ministry. Real people of the Lord is going to ask questions. What does this mean? What is this about? Right? Lord willing, I could do a live on that, right? Because I don't want no man or no woman to think I'm a good person. I work, I take care of my kids. I'm a good person. Yahushua said, ain't nobody good but the Lord. But the Lord told, what Yahushua tell a rich man? Give all your possessions to the poor. He said he was keeping the law, but you got to know, whatever you doing isn't pleasing to the Lord. You're supposed to teach your kids and lead them. But if you're not teaching your kids the difference between high holy days and holidays, if you say you're doing good, no, you're lying. You're going off. How you going to teach your kids about holidays when holy days was given to you before you got into captivity? High holy days is where Pentecost, the Sabbath, New Moon, Feast of Dedication, Passover. That came before any time you were in captivity. But niggas don't know that because we just want to play our part. So Lord willing, this was edifying to whoever it may be, man or male. If I can do it, you can do it. If you can do it, I damn sure can do it. I'm about to go and labor for the Lord outside in the street, at camp. Lord willing, you can go watch that YouTube video too. My brother Yarmayan and myself, we're going to go live. I'm going to go live on my YouTube page. My brother can go live on his YouTube page. Lord willing, you're watching because we're in the Shabbat and this is a time of rest. This is the time that you're supposed to give one day out the week you're supposed to give to Yahweh Shem Shai. So the number one thing men and women should be doing, especially on the Shabbat, right? You should try to be seeking knowledge. And if you don't understand that, this is the best day to seek it, right? My YouTube, I'm gonna put it on there. I'm gonna put it on the screen, right? I was about to say I almost forgot what my dang YouTube was. Right? It's a Dar. It's a Dar. Bar 144. King. Oh, so you see it on the screen? All praises. All praises. Oh, somebody else wrote it down. See? Player. So yeah. Right there, that's the YouTube name, man. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm telling you, you can get edified. I'm not here to force nobody, but right now, it's a war going on with China and America over microchips. If you don't know about microchips being on your phone, microchips eventually is about to be in your damn hand. Microchips is on this computer. Microchips is on your TV. This is a serious problem. And you have to know Russia and China and other places is going to have war against America. This place is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. It's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It's not next. I don't know, but it's going to happen. And the hopeful elect, if they are deemed worthy, they're going to get beamed up when that time comes, and they're going to be in the air watching the nukes hit this place. Now, I can show scriptures on it, but we know, Israel, you're not going to believe it. Other than that, I love you to the moon and never back. Death to America, death to Esau, not on my time, but his time. He's always on time. He's always on time. Shalom, Israel.